Hey all, it's Elma with the Cat's Pajamas. And has this ever happened to you when you try to make rosettes for your cards or banners or pages? Making rosettes from a strip of paper is frustrating. And when you think you have it, this happens. This happened to me way too many times. So I came up with the Easy Rosette die and now Cutable. Now it's easy to make perfect rosettes every time that won't fall apart. To start by downloading the Rosette Cutable SVG. Now the Cutable comes with a dashed version and a score version for your electronic cutting machine if it has that score feature. Best of all, you can make your rosette any size you want and even layer them for even more rosette goodness. It comes along with a straight banner that you can add a message to, a layered ribbon banner, and if you just want to circle to top your banner, it comes with that too. After you've cut all your pieces, make sure you've cut 2 of the rosettes. It looks like this with the dashed fold lines and a slot cut out. Start with 1 rosette and accordion fold along the dashed lines. I like to start with a mountain fold. Now if the paper is one color on both sides, it doesn't really matter what type of fold you start with. But if there's a particular side you want, it will matter. You'll notice that when you're done scoring, it ends with the same type of fold that you started with. Now go ahead and fold the second rosette the same exact way. You started with a mountain fold on the first rosette. Start with a mountain fold on this second rosette. Now let's put it together. Take some adhesive. I'm using glue stick, something you could never use with those strip rosettes, and place glue on the 2 sides of the end triangle shapes. To save a little time, I've already done it. Then take the second rosette and place the last 2 triangles on the glue, lining up the scallops and the fold. See how the edge of the rosette basically disappears into the crease? That's what we want. Now let's do the same thing with the second rosette. Place glue on the last 2 triangles and cover the adhesive with the last 2 triangles on the first rosette. Make sure the fold and the scallops line up. Now you can just zhuzh it a little bit to make sure all the triangles are even. And we're done. Looks pretty good. Now let's look at this rosette. There's virtually no tension on the rosette that will pull it apart, and it's nice and thin. You can add a couple of layers of foam tape to the center when you want to adhere it to your cards or pages, or just attach it with a glob of hot glue. If you want to, you can top it with a little circle, but I want to add another smaller rosette, just to be a little extra. So let's make the second rosette. Remember how we made the first rosette? Start with 1 rosette and accordion fold along the dashed lines. Then do the same with the second rosette. Place adhesive on the top of the last 2 rectangles and take the second rosette and place the last 2 rectangles on top of the adhesive, lining up the fold and the scalloped edges. Then do the same to the open edges to close the rosette. And zhuzh. I've stamped this sentiment on the top layer of the layer banner. I've cut out a smaller version of the banner and stamped out that as well. Just because a girl likes options, you know. I think these look pretty good. Now I think I actually want to layer the rosettes just because I'm a little bit extra. For a little bit of height, I'm attaching the circle between the two rosettes, but if I wanted a thinner version, say if I was putting it into an envelope, I would not put the circle between the two and just nest the smaller rosette in the folds of the larger rosette. I'm using liquid glue here just to give me a little bit of wiggle room, but I would definitely use hot glue or foam tape to really stick the layers down. After all, we are dealing with just a limited area of contact between the pieces. Now just take the second smaller rosette, zhuzh it up a bit, and add it to the top of that small circle. Finally, I'll just add the sentiment. I think it's super cute. Now you can make easy rosettes with our rosette cutable. I hope you give it a try. Have a great day.